Well, when you go to a band concert, what's something you need to play all the time? A march. If you don't play in march, the march police show up, and sometimes they'll take your band conductor card away. What's great about being a brass band conductor is that there's a whole world of marches available to perform for audiences that you've never heard. And what's great also about being a brass band conductor is you can call up people you know and play music that they've written that nobody's ever heard, and you can give a local composer an opportunity for some their music to be heard. What we're going to play for you today is a piece entitled Broken Record March by Mount Gretna composer Al Stokes. A few years ago, I had the privilege to go back to my home county in New York State and conduct their middle school all-star band. And Al had this march that he had written, and I was like, hey, I got a great place to do the world premiere for you on that. And it was right after bands were allowed to have performance again coming out of COVID, and we made a little bit of a joke that some of the rhetoric we were hearing on the television and the news started to be like a broken record, and became kind of the funny part of the storyline that we were presenting at that concert. And it was great to premiere it. I get hired here, and I have this brilliant idea. Al, you should arrange that for a brass band. I'm conducting the Carlisle brass band. He goes, David, my brother's in the Plumbers Factory band in Canada, and we already did that. So we got it. Their instrumentation was a little bit different. We have a staff arranger, Steve Trevitt's in the group, who does a lot of the reworking to keep the applause for him. The amount of work he does for this band is, I don't even know how to clock them out. If he was getting paid hourly at a composer's rate, he would be driving like a Bugatti probably for the amount of work he does for us. It's very appreciated. But we set this, and what you're going to hear, if you can remember those days of having a record player with a scratch in it, we got a scratch in the band somewhere, and we start to skip a little bit, and Vicky back in the percussion section, she hits the side of the old record player, and you'll hear a little thud, and we start going again. So please enjoy Al Stokes' Broken Record March.